Well, in this video we're going to talk about growing from seed the cardinal vine, the cardinal flower. I do collect a lot of my seeds in the fall, and I have a bunch of cardinal vine seeds right here, as you can see. So I already have some soaking. I put these in water and let them soak overnight, and by tomorrow there will be some swollen already, and then I'll plant them. Not all of them will be swollen though, so kind of give them some time and just let's see what happens. Okay, once they get swollen, I'll show you that on video, and that'll be the next process in growing these in some soil. All right, they're very easy to grow, and this really aids in germination very quickly. These will sit just at room temperature. That's all they'll sit in my plant room. They'll sit down here and they'll absorb that water, and then by morning they'll be swollen, some of them. Okay, it's the next day. It actually is not even a day later. Can you see they're all swollen? Most of them are. So they're ready to plant. I'm just going to drain the water off. Try not to lose any. There you can get to see a really good look at them right now. See how they're all swollen up? You can see some white in the seed. They're ready to plant. Here's what you can do. You can either put an indention in your soil, like so, about 1/4 inch or so, and just pop them in. I'm putting 2 per cell. Just we'll get this whole flat planted. I also just lay them on the surface because I cover them up with enough soil, and that works too. Do it however works for you guys. This is just a guideline. It looks like most of them have swollen, so we're going to have a lot of cardinal vine, aren't we? I usually like to put 2 or 3 of these together when I plant them, and they are vigorous in the summertime. So I'll finish planting them here. There might be a few that are not quite there yet, so I'll let them be and then put some more water on them. They're a little harder to plant because they're wet, but you can manage. Once I place them on the soil, I just water them in again and grab some dry soil. One last shot of water, and you know, I don't even think I need to put these on the heating mat. They'll be poking through the soil here and won't be long. And I'll give you an update on that as well. Just water them in good. Now just put them on this flat together here. And just wait for germination. Basically just cover them with another tray. And you can either put them on a heating mat, just let them in a warm room, and they shouldn't have any trouble germinating. Alright, we're at the next day. This is in the evening, and we got a lot of them sprouting already. Can you see this one? We got one here, got one there, we got one there, and there. Several. I'm taking them off the heat. You know why? Because they'll soon pop out and they'll stretch. This one here, I was going to stick him back in there a little bit. I'm going to water them in, and I'm going to put them into the lights already. They'll be fine. They will all germinate. I did decide to put this tray on the heat, right? But I do have some other ones that aren't on the heat, and they're not germinated yet. We'll speed things up if you want to put them on the heat. Today is April 17th. Let's get the update on the Cardinal Climber. They're under lights, and look how they're doing. I'd say they're doing quite well. Now I put these on the heating mat. Let's go to the ones that aren't on the heating mat. Okay, the ones that are not on the heating mat germinating a lot slower, as you can see. There's some here. They're coming though, and it does work. I'm going to put these under the light already, and I know they will continue to germinate. But if I was to do it again, all of them would go on the heating mat. It's a lot quicker. Here's the update on the Cardinal Climbers. It's April 18th today. And as you can see, they're leafing out really nice right now. These are the seed leaves. And I'll show you the ones. These were on the heating mat, so they got a little jump start. I'll show you the ones that weren't on the heating mat. These are the ones that were not on the heating mat, but they're not that far off, are they? Nope. So you can do it without the heating mat. April 21st update on my Cardinal Climber Vine. As you can see, they're doing wonderfully, aren't they? They still do not have their true leaves coming. These are the seed leaves, but they look great. April 28th update on the Cardinal Climber. They're getting their, starting to get their new leaves now. The real leaves, right? Their true leaves are coming. And these will start vining in no time. But when they do, I'll trim them down because I don't want them to get crazy viney in the house, in my little girl room. But look at them. Don't them look great? Aren't them pretty? Can't wait to plant them in the gardens, and you will see them in the garden later on. Hey everyone, it's May 9th. Check out the Cardinal Climbers. Look how much they are vining, right? I don't want them to go crazy here in the house because they just start tangling all together. So what I do, and what you've seen me do many times, is I just trim them off, because I'm going to show you what happens when you trim them off. Can you see the new shoots coming? Right there and right there. I already cut this one off. So what's going to happen is you trim these off, you're going to get a bunch of side shoots, and that way you're going to get more than just one vining. Okay, you're going to get a couple up vining up. So it's going to be a fuller plant. Now you can see these are kind of stretching, but that's okay. When I go to plant these outside, which I can't do right now because we got frost for a couple nights, we'll plant these up high, up to here when I plant them, so they don't be blowing in the wind and busting off. So you can see how beneficial cutting these little vines off, right? I know some of you aren't going to want to do it, but if you don't, they're going to be tangling everywhere. I can't plant these outside yet because it's cold out. Look at that. So now there's none vining, and you're going to get all kinds of new shoots coming up in here, and it's going to be just wonderful. You can just watch me as I cut these. I'm just going to take each one out and trim them, because if I miss doing this, they are going to be tangled in no time. They really will be. So another one. This is really easy to do. You can take it all the way down. See, I'm taking it all the way down. You don't want spindly growth. You want growth that is nice and stout. So look at this one, how nice they clean up. What are you doing? What are you doing, cutie? Okay, now we don't need to play in the chair. Willow. Willow, look at me. Hey. Hi. Good night night? No. 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 Willow. Say hi. You can take these down as low as you like, but I would only take them down to maybe one leaf section, maybe two. There's another one. I will have some information in the description area on these Cardinal Climbers also. So look at that. Don't those look nice? So let me just continue doing this until we're finished. I tell you, these have a mind of their own, and if you're not careful, they will get away from you pretty fast. So I cut this one back already, and they got new growth. It has new growth here, it's got new growth there. This one's got new growth coming up. So you can see how beneficial that is to the plant. I probably won't need to do this again. I'm hoping they'll be going out in the greenhouse and I'll be getting them planted probably within the week. I'm hoping, if our weather is, you know, cooperates here. There they are, all done. Nice plants. The leaf structure's really pretty, real great, real nice looking. So under lights they go. I just watered them in good. They'll be good for another day or so. May 18th update on the Cardinal Climber. Check those out. Aren't those looking nice? They're getting kind of tall, as you can see, but those will be easy to bury when I plant them. Little chilly outside yet, but this week I plan to move these out in the greenhouse to get them hardened off. And then from there, stay tuned because we will be planting them in the garden. Hey everyone, it's time to plant the cardinal flower, the cardinal vine, the plant that hummingbirds love. These plants are ready to be planted. This is an old axle off of a wagon from years ago, and I plant several around this, and I have a tomato cage, and I will have to help it get started. Sometimes the vines will want to spread out. Once I get them started, they'll go all the way up. First thing that you normally do is just get the soil worked up a little bit. Get it worked up. It's a little moist, but it's not bad. It's actually really nice working soil. And I'll get that all done around this, and then we'll start planting. Now the cardinal vine really does good in a pretty good sun most of the day here in the Midwest. It gets really a lot of sun. The more sun, the better it seems to like. Now, I have to watch this. I actually got sections down in here. So I will plant one here, and then I'll plant another one over here. There's a bar that goes across where the wheel, you can see that right here. So I'll plant one here and one here. I'll plant probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, probably about 12 plants, which is plenty. But I have them, so I'm going to do it. And we're going to have instant gratification. I want to make sure I got enough depth. So I got my trowel, a lot nicer trowel here. That lets me get some leverage and really dig in the soil. Okay. A lot of these have 2 to a packet. I'm actually going to very carefully pull them apart. Now, yes, they're going to have some shock, but I'm going to keep a really close eye on them. And they're going to be fine. Go down as far as you can, way up to the stem if you want. Because we get wind here, and then the wind sometimes will bust them off and water them in. It's sunny right now, but I think we're going to have clouds here before long. So that will really help them to rest. So it looks good there. It feels good. So I'll just get this all planted and then we'll come back. Probably going to have to find a few other areas to plant them in the garden this year. But I don't mind. The hummingbirds will come. It's funny, we don't see a lot of hummingbirds till fall here. This one's really long, So bury it up, all the way up the stem. Later in the season, I will be sharing these with you. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so I can share with you the updates. Okay, I have 2 of these axle wheels that I will plant. This is just one of them. Gets sun most of the day here. I do get a little afternoon shade, which doesn't hurt any plant, especially if you're in a hot climate. So there you go. That is one. Now I take this trellis and I push it down in the soil really well. This will be the completion of growing from seed the Cardinal Climber Vine and planting the Cardinal Climber Vine. Now, full sun area, they love full sun, remember that. Remember to keep them watered, and remember to cage them some way so they can climb up or come out and just get them started, because sometimes they need a little help. Otherwise, they're going to be stretching out. They're going to take their fingers and they're going to be going like this all over. So you'll have to come around and just, you know, wind them around, whatever you're supporting them with, and they'll do fine. Can you hear my willow in the background? She's in our garage right now because I can't do videos out here with her because she'll probably knock my camera stand down. Comments or questions, post them below. I'd appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if it helped today, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.